Okay, so Keith, you're suggesting that women like drama.
Yes, and I don't necessarily think they know that it's bringing about drama, but it's just the way they need for things to be communicated to them to show love in the style that they would show it. More emotional sometimes than men.
Okay. So now here's question number 3. The Down Low Revisited. Now last month, I asked questions about why men thought that other men were on the down low and still dating women. But now the question has come to me. Do you think that men are becoming more comfortable with bisexuality in general?
I honestly don't know. I don't know any bisexual guys, or at least ones that are admitting it. So that's a question I don't have a lot. I know lesbian women. I don't really know a lot of bisexual guys, so that's a tough one for me to answer.
Okay. Have you ever heard any stories, possibly?
Uh, Maybe I've heard one at a barbershop one time, which I thought was kind of odd, but I've heard secondhand stories, but nothing directly from.
Your own perspective.
No, I don't really hang out with bisexual guys. Too tough.
Okay. Okay, so the next question. Do you think that, in general, the office environment is more conducive to women's personalities than men? And do you think, if so, do you think that's why women are becoming more and more successful in their careers than men?
Another tough one for me. I'm in outside sales and have been probably the last 13, 14 years. So I'm really not in an office a whole lot.
Okay.
So that's really again a tough one for me to answer with the dynamics that are going on these days.
Okay. What about just in your own environment, the man-woman politics in your environment? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Um, I don't, the tricky part is always walking the line with the showing interest in the sexual harassment piece. That's always a tough one. That's tricky because you don't know whether you should approach or not, because if you do approach and it's not a comfortable situation, you might be in HR's office later on that afternoon and you just had a general interest in the person. In terms of the success piece, I think women are more detail oriented generally than guys, so I think that in itself plays into the success of women in general. And now that a lot of the barriers that used to be there are coming down, not gone, but coming down, women are just starting to shine a little bit more.
Okay. And now finally, the strip club and internet porn. Do you think, and why in your opinion do you think men are beginning to gravitate more to these things than being intimate with their partners?
I didn't know this was a new occurrence. I'm pretty sure strip clubs have been around for a very long time. Prostitution is the oldest business. I don't think this is anything new. I think because of the way media is these days, you just learn more about it and it's in your face a little bit more. But I don't think this is anything. I don't think this is anything new. I think a lot of guys look at it as better than cheating. You know, you go to the strip club, you spend some money, you get to watch and have a fantasy, you go home. You're on the internet. The person's not actually there in the room. You do what you do. And you have not cheated on your wife. Personally, I like to keep my money in my pocket.
Okay. Thank you very much.